All right, well, we're back in Chicago. Got more content to do this weekend, and we'll be joined shortly by James. But right now, we're joined by Pat Ragazzo, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Mets' decent start.
Decent's a good word for it.
There's been a few surprises along the way, and but it's even though they lost 2 out of 3 in San Francisco, I think that an overall 3-3 road trip to California is always good. I always take 3-3 when you go out there.
What I don't like is that the Giants aren't a good team, and like the Mets should have won 2 out of 3 at least, maybe even swept that series. I don't know how they lost 2 of 3, other than poor pitching performance from Jose Quintana, lack of offense in Severino's start.
Well, how about Jeff McNeil lollygagging in left field?
Yeah, but he had a big hit yesterday, and Lindor looks like he's heating up now. They lost Alvarez, which is huge, but that's more of an impact on the defensive side in calling the game and framing and throwing guys out. But they do have Thomas Nido. JD Martinez will be back tomorrow. Senga will be back in a month. Like, the Mets are in good shape. And Adrian Hauser, I think, will be good as a long reliever once Senga comes back, and Budo will stick in the rotation because he's got his.
Well, personally, I think you got to put Nido out. If Ofer Narvaez can't fucking hit, then it's time to put Nido in a catcher. Because Ofer Narvaez, he doesn't look like he gives one single solitary fuck.
Nope, but you know who does give a fuck now? Marte. He's back, Frank. He looks great.
I say, Marte's been killing it this year. He's probably the best player on the Mets right now.
He's healthy. He looks like his all-star form. McNeil's been solid. Alonso's been slumping a bit recently, but he's second in the majors in homers, and he's going to have a lot more protection with JD Martinez back. And Nimmo needs to get it going. His on base is high, but his average is low.
Nimmo's not been good so far.
No, Bader's been really good though. Tyrone Taylor's been great. The Mets are pretty deep. They're pretty deep.
Jeff McFeeble hasn't done anything.
He's hit a little bit. He's heating up a little bit, Frank.
But I'm tired of his just like lackadaisical play. His play in the field set up that loss Tuesday.
How about Reed Garrett, Frank?
That's been a surprise. He's been outstanding.
He leads relievers and strikeouts.
So what's the projection for them then? Like the Mets, every week it's week to week with you. I mean, last week was a good
I'm
week.
still thinking the ceiling's mid-80s.
I think 90 wins and a wild card, but I don't think the Braves have holes, and they just lost Strider for the year. Like, there's an opportunity to win the NL East this year, and you know what? The Mets, in a year where they're not leading it and they come from behind, is a year that they're going to win it. And of course, the year where there's no expectations is the year that they're going to make the playoffs, because that's what the Mets do.
They never make the playoffs.
Well, 2015, 2016, 2022, and probably this year. The NL is also not good, besides the Braves and the Dodgers and the Phillies. Like, the NL is not very good. The Central sucks.
I think there's a good chance the Mets don't make the playoffs, and a team in the Central has a worse record than them.
Well, the Brewers are good, actually, but like in the West, like I thought the Giants, Padres, and Diamondbacks would be pretty good, but they're not. It looks like the Diamondbacks have the World Series or the NL pennant hangover.
I kind of expected that to have a little bit of hangover, but one of those teams will bounce back. One of those teams will get it on track.
It's going to be the Diamondbacks. They have too good of a team and too much talent not to.
The Central Division. The Central Division is just a wash of mediocrity.
Yeah, Cubs and Reds, but the Brewers do look very good, and that's the Brewers traded away Corbin Burns, so they're still looking really good. But give David Stearns credit, Frank. I mean, guys like Michael Tonkin and Johan Ramirez sucked, and he gets rid of them. You know, he cuts his losses quickly.
Yeah, but then they brought Michael Toxin back,
and then they jettisoned him again. But they should
never bring him back ever again. You know, I think he's pitched in 3 of their losses. He's got 2 losses.
He broke his lease in New York, and then they brought him back, and then they got rid of him again.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's not good. He was out of the bigs for 7 years in the
Braves.
Well,
he belongs in the Staten Island Ferry Hawks.
Well, the Braves got a 4.28 ERA out of him out of the bullpen last year, and you know if that's all the Braves can get out of him, you know no one else is going to get anything out of him. So,
all right. Just laughing at Jenks over here sitting on the floor.
Join after the Pat segment.
Sure.
How about those Knicks? We got to shout out the Knicks if we're talking
Yes,
about
we do.
They're back.
I really thought they were going to lose game 2. And then
Crazy ending.
the Sixers choke. We had Tyrese Maxey-Pad fumbling the ball away.
Tyrese Maxey-Pad.
That's good. If you want something done, Frank, call an Italian.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Clutch.
That was a crazy ending.
Yeah, and you know what? I think the Knicks go to the finals. Whether they win or not remains to be seen, but I think they go to the finals.
Dude, you saw what happened to the Celtics yesterday.
Yeah, the Heat, and Nicky Smokes killed Clemmer, but
disguised as an average player of average ability.
I think the Knicks are going to win the championship, and I think there's a 50% chance I move to Costa Rica the next day, and no one ever sees me again.
Tyler Hero, in the regular season, looks like a bum. But come the playoffs, dan. He turns into Magic Johnson. 24 points, 14 assists, 5 rebounds, and moves that could shake anyone out of the shoe. Tyler Hero, what happens to him in April that he transforms from this bum to a star?
Playoff hero.
sounds like Eli Manning.
The hero.
Sounds like
It
Eli
is
Manning.
absolutely amazing. This guy, every regular season, looks like he sucks.
Tyler Hero.
And in April, he magically transforms into a whole different player.
Tyler Hero to superhero.
It's because Jack Harlow has a song about him.
That wires.
No, this is down. Boom.
The Knicks are going to sweep, I think. I think the Rangers sweep. The Knicks and Rangers haven't been this good since 94. So
I think the Capitals have a little pride. They're going to win one game in Washington, and I'm nervous about game 3 tonight for
Yeah, I think Philly probably takes tonight, and hopefully the Knicks can win it. I'm so emotionally invested in the Knicks. I'm finding that I have a very hard time talking about them. I think in my heart, though, that they can win the NBA championship.
He's starting to feel my anxiety and anger.
I don't feel any anger, but I have a ton of anxiety, Frank. I wonder why.
Let the hate flow. It gives you focus. It gives you energy.
Speaking of craziness, Frank, I don't mind the clapping for Frank. Frank, Frank's got the clap. That's fine. Frank's got the clap. That's fine.
He's got the
My
clap.
thing is, the driving is very. It keeps me awake. I love it. On the road trip. But we're in the fucking elevator today, and this guy, it echoes in the elevator.
In the office?
Yeah, right here, and he just boom, boom, boom.
Was anybody else in the elevator?
No, just me and him, and the echo were just boom.
What was he ranting about?
I'm not even bringing it up. We're not talking about
no,
that.
Joey Wendell. Probably Joey Wendell.
No, we're talking about the Dolphins draft pick.
Joey Wendell fucking sucks, by the way.
You're gonna get a punch.
Hey, Pat, how many games do you think the Heat can push the Celtics? Because I was just so happy to see them win last night.
I
They're
think
gonna sweep.
It's 1-1, so they can't sweep.
I thought it was 3-0.
3-0. It's 1-0. Or 1-1.
1-1. Celtics
1-1.
Heat.
I think the Celtics win in, or the Heat win in 6. I think the Heat are the biggest threat to the Knicks.
Oh my God!
Without Jimmy Butler?
They look good without him. Tyler Hero.
If the Heat,
Bam is amazing.
if the Heat beat the Celtics, break up Boston.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Jason Tatum is a fraud. Jaylen Brown is a fraud.
Their coach seems like a weirdo.
The coach is a weirdo. Wait, is it the coach? Is it the coach who had relations with the Stafford?
No, that's the
it's a
Houston
different guy.
coach.
This guy actually, he just was on a podcast with Part of My Take.
Yeah, he was great on Part of My Team.
Pretty good interview. But yeah,
No, if the Heat win the series, he'll be out of a job.
yeah, he will.
Eric Spoelstra is probably the best coach in the NBA. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he takes any team and makes them good.
I will say he's a really good coach. He's probably one of the best.
People forget LeBron tried to get him fired too, and Pat Riley told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Yep. And Spoelstra, everyone thought he was only good because he had Wade, LeBron, and Bosh, and like, no, he's
Right.
really
That's correct.
He's been in the finals 2 more times after that. He's consistently taken teams to the playoffs.
And
some of those 2
completely
years.
different teams.
And rebuilt it, yeah.
When else did they go
That's
to the finals? When else did they go to the finals?
The bubble,
Jimmy
they
Butler.
went to the finals.
Jimmy
The
Butler.
Fugazi
Last year.
The Fugazi year.
Yeah, and then last year.
The
against
Mickey
Nuggets.
Mouse year last year was
Yeah.
he and who?
Nuggets.
Oh, and don't forget he won. Oh no, Pat Riley won in 06. Spoelstra was a
Yeah.
assistant coach.
Yeah.
They also
yeah.
took the Celtics to a game 7 that Jimmy Butler missed the last shot the year before.
Yep. Yeah. He was.
They're every year in the playoffs, man. They're fucking tough.
He
And that's
told them,
it comes down to matchups and strategy. It makes sense that Spoelstra keeps doing it.
The Heat right now the Boston Celtics
They feel the
are feeling a lump in their throats because they're going down to Miami, and if the Miami takes Game 3, the pressure is on.
and it's like timeless when you go to a Miami Heat or you watch the Miami Heat playoff games on TV, and they're always in that white hot. All the fans are wearing the all white. It's a white out.
except when they play the Knicks and all the New Yorkers show up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the best.
that makes sense.
I'm rooting for Nicky Smokes.
I mean, how does the Heat just like look mad all season, lose the playing game, then have to win the second playing game, and then now all of a sudden the Tyler Hero is just transformed into Magic Johnson.
He's a beast. It's because all those Instagram models.
I mean,
Frank hates Tyler Hero.
They're also going to go home where they'll shoot better. Like on paper, they should. Game 3, the Celtics really need to win.
Yeah.
How about how deep the Knicks are? They have starters on their bench. Their bench has been immaculate.
You got Bogdanovich on the bench.
And Alec Burks doesn't even play. He's Bogdanovich, McBride, and
the biggest problem, right? The 2 biggest problems are that Brunson has looked very off the first 2, so we got to make sure his head's screwed on right.
and they're
then
still winning.
We don't. Yeah, I know, but that won't.
And he
continue.
never scores like over 30.
I know they need him. They need him, but they got Josh Hart. Josh Hart has improved 3-point shooting.
But they also, what they don't have is a second go-to scorer. So they've had all these guys step up. At some point, that could become a problem. If we're talking an actual championship run.
And you know what? They're better without Julius Randle. I think that's pretty clear.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
He shoots and he shoots and he shoots, and if he's cold, he still shoots and he doesn't pass.
He's a spark though when he's hot. He is a spark.
Yeah, no, he averaged like 25, 10, and 6. So it's an interesting argument to make, especially that Jalen Brunson has played better with the floor opened up and the ball not stopping. But to say they're better, I don't know. I don't know.
When are we going to a game?
Whenever we get a chance to stop.
When are you guys coming back?
Game 5, we're coming back Tuesday, so it's too late to go to Game 5. If they close the series out in Game 5, then I guess we'll have to wait to the second round.
I have to wait to the second round. I'm going to Baltimore with the Yankees next week.
The Yanks. How the
Out
Yanks?
the AL East next week.
They are one of the best teams in baseball.
Interesting.
And by the way, I absolutely love what happened with Hunter Wendelstedt. That is a curb your enthusiasm moment.
With who?
Hunter Wendelstedt, the umpire.
Oh, with Boone.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
When he said I didn't want to get tossed out, or which one are you talking about?
Well,
Boone didn't say
Boone is just looking at his nails like this, and a fan yells at the umpire, and the umpire threw him out of the game.
Oh, that's
And all he said was, "Let's go, ump."
That
He
was
goes,
awesome.
"That's it, Aaron." He's like, "You're out of here, Aaron."
He deserved it. He deserved it.
I was at the game last night, and Soto and Verdugo have been carrying them, but now like Judge is starting to hit a little bit, and Glaber and Rizzo and Volpe obviously has been hot this year. Like,
Isn't he, or is John Carl Stanton done?
he's hit a little bit, but he goes into these slumps. He's super streaky, but like the Yankees are murderers row, their lineup.
So, Frank, how do you feel about Trevor May responding to me on Twitter, agreeing to the talk and the fact that you have to read and take ownership of all the horrible things you've said to his face?
It's going to be an interesting walk because I think he'll take me on. I think he'll be somewhat confrontational, and I think that might be a very good, entertaining walk.
Now, what is your stratagem for his aggression? How are you going to counter that?
I'm just a fan. What do you expect? I get frustrated.
So you're gonna play the I'm innocent card?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sounds
play.
like?
I'm gonna
Okay.
play. I'm gonna play. I don't bite. I bark. I bark a lot.
You don't
After
swear.
after you read a tweet saying, "I hope Trevor May dies in a burning barn."
I don't think I said that.
I don't bite.
Hold on.
He likes Frank. He likes you though. He has said on record that he likes you, but he didn't like how negative you were and how you acted like he was the worst Met of all time.
I think this is going to be one of the great moments.
Well,
of Frank
Trevor,
being held
I'll say
accountable.
this: Trevor May is not one of the worst Mets of all time. Daniel Vogelback, on the other hand,
425-22. Trevor May is not good. 5-2-22. Trevor May sucks. What the fuck is Rojas doing? Trevor May is a fucking bum.
Oh boy.
Frank versus Trevor May? Question mark. Trevor May needs to be DFA. Please, Trevor May, please win it. I can't.
that's not
do
saying
this.
die in a burning bar. That's
No,
just
nothing. Now Trevor May sucks too. Trevor May every day 76 losses. Trevor May better close. Trevor May will close 70. Will lose 76 games. Trevor May day is back. Trevor May stuck it up. Familia needs to hang it up. Trevor May has been shaky. You could see the progression of like where Frank kind of believed in him, and then you go up into the new age, and he sucks.
Familia was good after he lost the weight. He was good, and Trevor May was good his first year with the Mets.
The Mets are decided to pitch to have Trevor May pitch every game, so that's how thing.
You know, one of
You
the
know
weird
what,
things
Frank?
is, one of the weird things is, it's the oddest Met bobblehead I have.
A Trevor May bobblehead.
Yes,
Are you gonna bring it on the walk?
I don't know about that one.
Two
I'll
Two
think
things,
about
Frank. Two things. Drew Smith is good again, and two, how did you get the Doc Gooden bobblehead if you went to PaisanCon?
it. My ticker rep is sending it to me.
Oh, good.
Get on that ticket rep.
I'm mad I missed PaisanCon, but I was playing catch at the beach with some pretty ladies, so I was in Tampa.
Did you bring the ball? You brought a ball and like, hey, you want to play catch? Was that
Hey, you guys want to play catch? Yeah, they all were there.
Isn't that the Stifler move?
That's the coolest move.
Isn't that what they did in American Pie? They throw the football.
I don't remember.
You could throw the ball to yourself and then run into.
They threw it into the crowd of girls, and they would dunk it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need to do that. I just said, hey, do you want to play catch? And they were like, yeah.
But
Love that. Love that for you.
Yeah, congrats,
I
buddy.
got all the moves.
Getting a lot of W's lately.
They're calling me the Rizzler.
I love that.
Sounds super creepy.
So in addition, I told you guys, supposed to be going on MLB Network soon, Ballpark Cam as a correspondent, Mets and Yankees reporter. Also, hopefully going on CBS 2 to talk Mets and Yankees on Sunday with Steve Overmeyer. He said, first Mets and Yankees story, they'll come to me. So
nice,
man.
nice.
Love
That's
that,
good.
dude.
Very
Hell
good.
Yeah. Make sure to tune in, everybody, listening to the podcast.
And as I said, my Trevor May bobblehead, it's actually a Star Wars Trevor May bobblehead. It says, "May the Fourth be with you."
Oh, because Trevor May. I get it.
Yes.
yes.
But here's the weird thing: he's dressed as a Mandalorian with the full Mandalorian hat. The hat, like he looks like the Mandalorian or Boba Fett, whatever you want to say. But here's the weird thing: he's carrying a bat.
Mhm.
What's with that, huh?
He's a relief pitcher. He had no at bats. And with the DH now, he would never get an at bat again.
So do you think they should have put a baseball in his hand?
Maybe
A baseball lightsaber? Like
something
the
like
end
that.
is the baseball, they're holding the baseball and then the lightsaber comes out.
Or just like have a baseball in his hand, yeah, or
Yeah,
a
yeah,
glove.
yeah.
It would make more sense.
The glove, yeah.
It's weird that he had a bat.
Maybe some pine.
You should ask him about it.
I will.
Yeah, you should definitely.
I gotta jump because I gotta go see my girl Chelsea in Rumble.
Shout out.
Christ.
Shout out. They're calling you the Frank
What
Sinatra.
is going on?
I'm a great singer. I'm going to karaoke soon, hopefully with some dates.
Oh,
so.
I need the videos. Send me the videos.
Better come with me. You should come with me.
Yeah, I'm down. What song?
We should bring
What's
Frank.
your go-to song on karaoke?
Same Girl by Usher and R. Kelly.
Eesh. All right.
Frank.
Yeah.
He's
We'll
a
see.
Chicago boy.
No, we're not going to talk. We're not going to claim R. Kelly right now.
Frank, you're the songbird of our generation, so you should come too.
One day.
One
definitely.
day we should do karaoke.
Yes.
That would
We'll
be
sing Mr. Brightside together.
That song will not be sung.
What's that?
Mr.
All right.
Brightside. All right. See you, Pat.
That's so
Good
Until
seeing you.
next time. See ya.
All right. Make sure you guys follow Pat on Twitter or X now at Ragazzo Report. That was Pat.
It's
Check
still
him out.
Twitter. I don't care. I mean, Prince changed his name to that symbol. He was still Prince.
Yeah. Okay. Meta World Peace changed his name. He's still Ron Artest. What's his name now? Panda?
I don't know. He does a lot of drugs.
Yeah, but
Whoa. We don't know that. Meta? I don't think
World Peace.
I think he's just wired a little differently.
Actually,
Why are you giving me that look? People can say you're definitely on drugs, and I know you're not. You're just a bad man.
wow.
I think he might be like you.
Dude, Frank, that thing moved. Like you pushed that up, and I felt like a rat. Ron Artest.
Let's see if we could cheat in here a little bit.
His name is Meta Sandiford Artest now. So shout out Meta Sandiford Artest.
That's a beautiful name.
There was a story about him on the Bulls, or maybe it was another Bulls player, but they ditched the Bulls game.
Was it Jerry Krause that got rid of him before he became a star? Just out of curiosity.
Ron Artest,
Yeah,
the star.
Yes, star. He was an absolute star.
No, I think it was Paxson by then. I think it was Paxson, who also fucking sucks. But there was a Bulls player. I don't know if it was Ron Artest. It might have been somebody else. But they were skipping the game. They didn't go to the game, and fans saw him at McDonald's drive-thru. And then they confirmed it was him. They got to find out who that is.
Well, he deserved a break that day.
Yeah.
You deserve a break today. Your playing is kind of sucks.
I've never heard this song in my life. We deserve a break today. That's crazy. When have you ever heard of that song, Frank?
No, he's making fun of someone. For
No.
that.
You
Oh,
deserve
No
a
one ever
break
deserves a
today.
break.
I tuned out after the first
Yeah,
verse.
no, you just blacked out.
That was actually a McDonald's jingle, like maybe late 70s, early 80s.
That, yeah. And then they fell apart. So tells you what that does.
Yeah, damn.
You deserve a break today at McDonald's.
All right, Frank, you ready for the NFL draft or what?
I hear the Dolphins are drafting a punter.
No, who fucking told you that?
Chris Greer.
Oh my clap!
In fact, they're going to trade their 6 number 1 picks next 6 years for just 1 7th round pick. As they say, 7 is heaven, quantity over quality. And Chris Greer says, I don't want to be good. They're going to trade Jalen Waddle too. They're trading Jalen Waddle for so they have punters. They're going to have. They said they want to have offensive line. That's it. They're going to have an offensive line that basically goes. Thomas Nozick is going to be on the offensive line. He's going to actually grab to and from at me. Here, please, don't touch me. They're going to draft Thomas Nozick.
I asked you how the NFL draft was. I asked you if you're ready.
How'd you get the Tomas Nozick? How'd you get there?
The Dolphins are going to draft him and put me on the offensive line.
that makes sense.
And he's going to go, Chua, here, save me.
I love the fact that whenever you clap, I love the fact that there's people listening to this on Spotify and just fucking hear it.
Yeah,
in their car.
That's gonna help too.
That's
I'm sure they want to stay on the part. Yeah.
That's my favorite part right there.
Good God. Guys, you just lost half the listeners.
They got volume buttons.
Just don't be surprised if Virginia McCaskey steps to the podium today and goes,
So Virginia
I want to
McCaskey.
draft J.J. McCarthy.
So Frank, and
What
this
is
is
2 hours
I'm
before
not.
the draft?
I am not trying to troll you, Mikey. So don't,
Just
Mikey,
croaks.
don't freak out here. But Frank, I want your honest, and don't even try to beat up Mikey. Honest breakdown, expectation, and what was he like in college with Caleb Williams? Because I'm hearing all this shit, and it seems like every year these number 1 picks hardly ever work out.
He was great. He won the Heisman last year. He was having a good year last
And
year.
what style of quarterback would you say he is?
He's a high pass, high octane quarterback, but he also is able to run a lot.
But he's got a big arm.
He does have a good arm.
Okay.
What's your comparable to him? Aaron Rodgers?
No.
I'd say Aaron Rodgers.
Is he good in the pocket, Frank? Or is most of his big throws when he gets out of the pocket?
I didn't watch many USC games, but he has a good arm.
Okay, now what's your projection? Then, Mikey, I'll let you go. But what's your projection for him going forward? Because then it'll be fun to hear what a Bears fan says.
That
You look like you're about to explode or come or shit or
No,
something.
I'm
I don't know.
He's
I don't
got
know. I don't know what's brewing.
he's
over
got
there.
a good shot to be a bust
I'm just
because
He's got a good shot to be a bust. That's
Because
a tough
USC
opening.
USC quarterbacks
Examples.
Mark Sanchez, Sam Darnold,
Bum. Who else?
Todd
they weren't
Marinovich,
Bum.
Matt Castle.
Bum. Okay.
None of those guys were projected the number 1 overall pick, though. None of those
Mark
guys.
Sanchez was number 2. Sam Darnold was number 2.
Oh, Frank. Oh, no. I think Sam
But-
Darnold was number 1.
Yeah, those guys were high up.
Those guys
Sam
those
number
guys
All
were
right.
top 5
So,
picks.
Mikey Betts, as a Bears fan,
Yeah.
how do you break it down?
So what I will say is I just listened to the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark. It was a full hour of Caleb Williams talking. And any like questions or concerns that people have, like, off the field shit, I'd rather have the off the field problems of him being like a little, sassy or whatever you want to say, him being a little like,
Mikey, all I asked for was a
flamboyant. No.
college breakdown.
No, this is it. This is my college breakdown. This is my college
Guys getting
breakdown.
into the nail polish
Yeah.
for some reason. I
So-
don't give a fuck about any of that.
Well, what he's talking about is like he's like, I could do all that, but I still stay away from all the bad stuff. He still is focused on football. Like, and you could tell, like, listening to that podcast, that his love is football. He'll break down certain dynamics. He'll talk about, a week 13 game, like a fan would talk about a week 13 game in the NFL. So, well, you didn't listen to the podcast, so obviously you wouldn't know. But what I'm saying is like the off the field antics that he does, I'm not really concerned about, because you saw the on the field things and people that only pointed out, well, he's always out of pocket when he's passing. You just saw the highlights because he has so many fucking
I
highlights.
haven't
out of
seen
pocket.
anything. I'm
No.
genuinely
I'm
asking.
saying, like,
So that is something people say, he can only throw out of the pocket?
yeah, but you see half the time he's throwing in the pocket. They just don't make the highlight reel because they're not
So basically.
super duper.
Yeah, the thing
fancy
with
plays.
USC is USC last year is playing a lot of 38, 35 games because their defense was the worst.
They're
in the-
terrible.
So, Mikey, this is how you could make it so I could understand it, because I'm an idiot with college football. What, as a Bears fan, could you compare in NBA draft history as your expectation? Like, how exciting is this? Like getting a Kevin Garnett type draft pick? Is this like getting
LeBron James.
No.
Yeah.
In your mind,
In my mind,
No.
LeBron
so
James.
you've gone full Delulu.
Yeah.
You think
Yes,
you
he
think
has.
you think he's gonna be the greatest,
Yes, I think
the
he's
greatest
gonna
player of
chase-
his generation?
I think he's going to chase Tom Brady.
You think he's gonna chase Tom Brady?
Yeah. I think
All
he's
right.
going to chase Tom Brady.
Well, Bears fans, buckle up.
I think that we went through 25 or 30 years of just
This is
fucking
your moment.
shitty. My whole life, my 29 years of life, the Bears have been bad. I feel like
Mikey,
It's
I
a
hope,
new
I hope
generation
he's
coming.
genuinely
Jenks.
your Brunson.
I'll,
I hope he's
I'll,
your Brunson.
I'll,
Yeah.
I
I'll,
hope
give,
he's legit.
I hope he's my Michael
I'll-
Jordan.
Thinking he's going to be Jordan is a lot.
Jenks,
I hope
I'll-
he's my Michael Jordan.
I'll give you a more
I
realistic
really
name.
hope so.
Okay?
I'll give you a more realistic
I
name.
hope you say Arvidas Sabonis.
I'll give you a more realistic name who he could be comparable to as his top ceiling.
Okay.
Allen Iverson. And not just size wise.
I like that too.
What's one of the all-time grades? That's
That-
a big.
that-
that's a high ceiling.
That,
He's one of the greatest players ever.
That if Caleb,
That's high.
who's
praise,
kind
I
of a
think.
colorful personality, so is Iverson, won the Heisman Trophy. Iverson won Player of the Year.
Can you tell me more? What is so colorful about his personality? What are all these antics? Has he broken laws or done anything wrong?
Nothing. Exactly. That's the thing. It's like people just
He's not
question
broken-
his personality.
He's just not
Absolutely.
super masculine tough guy.
Right, and that's
Okay.
what it is. And like, shout out fucking Jalen Johnson, a Bears cornerback, great player. But like, dude, you've won 10 games as a Bear, so don't fucking talk. Don't bring that Hollywood shit in here when you come to play for the Bears. This is Bears, like blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. We haven't done anything. He could bring in whatever the fuck he wants.
Listen, also, if you're playing college
And
football
Mikey-
as quarterback, you ain't
Mikey,
soft.
if Jalen Johnson has a problem with Caleb Williams, then the Bears should trade Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, 1,000%. Nobody is getting in the way of Caleb Williams if he.
This
performs
is-
the
this
way he
is-
performs.
They made the commitment. I
did.
think they could have made Justin Fields work. I think Justin Fields has a chance in Pittsburgh to turn his career around.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh,
He
that's
didn't.
big of you.
He didn't. Well, I don't hate the guy. I
Yeah,
hope
he didn't do
everybody
anything.
was
But-
good. Yeah.
But I think the Bears have just got to have the right offense for him. They got to have the right situation for him. They got a second pick, so they.
Let me ask you this: do you think that this is the best team for a rookie quarterback to ever go into? As the Bears right now, for a number one pick situation as a rookie quarterback,
Yeah,
with 2,000-yard receivers, 1,000-yard running back.
It's a good
What was the
situation.
Bears' record last year?
7-9 or something like
And
that.
then who were the key acquisitions? You got Keenan
Or
Allen.
7-10.
Who'd you get this offseason?
Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, Caleb Williams, and then we re-signed.
And
Jalen Johnson. We got a new safety,
shout out to Carolina. My fucking God.
So
you fucked up.
the Bears have the
You
best trade
fucked up.
of all time.
You fucked up.
Wasn't it Davis Mills game? Wasn't
They
or was that a
traded.
different one?
They traded Bryce Young, right? Bryce
Yeah.
Young for DJ Moore, Darnell Wright, who's our star right tackle right now, Caleb Williams right now. The 4th round pick that got traded was now Keenan Allen. So we got Keenan Allen out of that trade as well. So we got all those players for Bryce Young.
And
Damn.
CJ Stroud
And Wilkinson, our cornerback, who's been a stud.
they drafted Bryce Young, who last year looked horrific. Not just bad, horrific. CJ Stroud, pick number 2, looks like a stud.
Yeah.
And they picked Bryce Young, who was horrific. They keep firing coaches. They fired 6 coaches since 2019. That organization is a shit show.
All right, so I'm going to count to 3. On 3, both of you guys say what you think the Bears' record will be.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
10-7. Oh yeah, we're right on.
Okay.
10-7. Yeah.
Interesting. So you think in a couple years, Mike, you guys could be like perennial
I
division
honestly,
dominators?
yeah.
Turn into the Packers essentially. The
If-
last 20 years.
Yeah, like the Packers in the 80s were trash, right, Frank? Like the Bears just dominated them. 60s
So you
and
think
70s and
the
80s, the Bears just
That's why
dominated.
Jordan Love's
And that
better.
motherfucker, who's that motherfucker that destroyed Jim?
That cocksucker, I forgot his name, but I know you're talking about where he fucking German suplexed him out.
The good old days.
No.
No. This wasn't good old
This is
days.
the dirtiest play in the NFL.
This is the
Would you guys get soft on it?
No.
No
This
chance.
ruined Jim
No
McMahon's
chance.
career.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
no Jenks,
Sorry, no jokes then.
and it was
Someone got seriously hurt.
and
No bueno.
Jenks. Jim
Funny.
McMahon threw the pass. He threw a touchdown pass.
And then got suplexed.
He rose his arms,
Oh my!
and then he got suplexed onto his neck.
And what did he break his neck?
He broke the collarbone or shoulder or something like
What
that.
He was never the same.
What they do to the guy?
Guy got a 2-week suspension, which was for 86.
Did the Bears ever play him again? Did they ever
Yeah.
get-
I mean, they retaliated. You see it. I'll show you the film after the show, but they retaliated and everything. It was.
What was this mother? What was that?
I have it.
motherfucker's
I
name?
have it. I just don't want to play it because of the podcast, unless DeFrisco clips it in. But here, I'll show it to you, and then I'll have DeFrisco actually just clip it in.
You can see the ball is gone, and here's McMahon standing there. Here comes Martin. Ball is long gone. What is this?
Wow, man,
That's ridiculous. He should be out of the game.
That's a cheap shot.
Yeah.
Israel just punched him in the face.
So
It was grotesque.
that was probably the turnaround for the Packers. And well, the Packers kind of sucked, and they didn't suck in the '90s. They did great
So
in the
that
90s.
dirty play catapulted them to greatness,
yeah,
essentially.
literally. Yeah.
I
That's
wouldn't
fun.
say that.
Took a
I
few
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
Took
that.
a few years.
They ruined the Bears.
No, the Bears might have had another chance to win another Super Bowl. Bears actually
The Bears
finished.
were the Mets.
The Bears finished 14-2 that year.
5-6.
The Bears were the Mets because we had a chance to be a dynasty.
You got back to
And-
another Super Bowl randomly. The Mets did too. They got the 2, I guess.
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
Not in the 80s.
No, I'm talking about just in general since the championship years.
Also, though,
The Bears have gotten back to 1 Super Bowl, so the Mets have gotten back to 2.
That's what I literally just said,
Oh.
and you said no.
no, they didn't.
No. I'm talking about the era. The Bears of the 80s
No,
and
I
the Mets
was
of the
saying what
80s.
you just said. It was after that era.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The 2 and the 1, just like you said.
And 88, the Bears had a home NFC championship game against the 49ers that they should have never lost.
And we lost.
They lost.
How'd they lose it?
They just came out flat.
Mikey.
Yeah, I wasn't even born. But
No,
yeah.
but, okay. We did not take responsibility
Not
for your own actions.
Oh yeah, I only take responsibility for the 95 to the 2024 Bears. They
Here at
suck.
Fleming Enterprises, you better be ready to take accountability for things like the weather, Wi-Fi,
Yeah, you gotta lay off on Clemmer.
things out of your control.
You gotta lay off on Clemmer. I just heard another clip about you complaining about the wind.
Oh, wind and Clemmer are synonymous to Frank now.
Yeah,
If it's a windy
it better
day,
not be a
he
fucking
goes,
windy
Thanks
day.
a lot, Clemmer.
It'd be a nice little rat race for Clemmer.
Yeah, just for the record, Clemmer does not create the wind. We associate him with the wind, but it's not.
That's the last guy that wants to win. The guy's gonna blow
It's
away.
not actually.
He will blow away.
It's not actually his fault.
He holds on to things.
That
when
day,
the
though,
Knicks are
Mikey,
heavy win.
it was so cold, and we would have to wait at certain locations. The show's going to be incredible because they obviously cut it up the right way. But when you're filming it, it takes all day. It's exhausting. And when we had to wait at these certain locations, for some reason, it wasn't like by design, but they'd be spots that were wide open,
and then we,
it was so
and then we
windy.
just keep we
So we were freezing our
we
asses
kept
off
like
that day.
getting like screwed over in a couple of things like we'll watch it
Yeah, you check it out. When is it coming out?
next week
Next
Tuesday.
week. Check it out check it out Tuesday. This Tuesday.
Rat race.
But I'd say this: we go to like the windiest points of the city every time on the windiest day. My bones, and I still had the lingering fucking sinus infection.
That was like a
And we got fucked without any spoilers.
Oh shit! Really?
I think so.
Damn.
Remember the first leg?
Yep. Well, you have to tune in and watch.
Tune in and watch.
Tune in and watch.
All right, what else we got? Got anything else on the
What's
Dolphins,
going on in
Frank?
Florida?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right now.
I really look forward to this every week. It's one of my favorite parts of the week.
We could talk about Florida Man in a second, but do you have anything else on the Dolphins?
I don't trust Chris Greer. I'm tired of him as general manager.
I have a question for you, Frank. Is there anything they could do tonight that would make you happy, or is no matter what it could be a negative spin?
They're talking about trading Jalen Waddle.
You conveniently completely ignored my question. Is there anything they could do tonight that you would be happy with? Because I haven't heard you say anything that you want them to do.
They need to get an offensive lineman.
Okay, so for the
That's
first round, if they picked a good offensive lineman, would you be happy?
Yeah, but I hear they want to draft a punter. They say they want to draft a punter that in college history last year, the average 1 yard per punt.
That makes a ton of sense.
All right, Florida Man, Judge Tank. All right, Florida man and woman arrested after trying to tape 2 losing scratch tickets together after claiming they won $1 million.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you say that again? I missed it.
Yes.
Merlene,
Give me your scratch off. I'll take
what do you
my
want,
scratch.
Billy Bob? We gotta get these scratch offs. We'll definitely fool him, Merlene.
Oh, boy.
So once again,
Why do they have these motherfucking computers, Merlene?
Who the
I
fuck
don't
is
know.
Marlene?
Florida man and
It's
Florida
Merlene and Billy
woman
Bob. That's the name of the couple.
arrested after trying to tape 2 losing scratch tickets together after claiming they won $1 million.
I'm sure that they thought that was foolproof.
Florida, this might be Nicky Smokes. Florida man does cocaine with his mother-in-law, who was a patient in the ICU. Both overdose.
That's not even funny. Did they die?
Nah, they're good.
Why was she in the ICU?
Probably cocaine overdose.
Sorry, let's just give Frank a second. I think Frank might die.
Please stand by.
You really like that one, huh?
God, that state's fucked up. Was his name Tony Montana?
Maybe. No, Nicky Smoke. Yeah, I can't make this out. All right. I'm cracking this beer, okay? Florida man asked police if he could drink a beer during his arrest while at gunpoint.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Do you blame the cop or do you blame the person? I would let him drink the beer. It's a cold beer. Can't let it get warm.
Well, I would say if he puts his hands up, which is normally what you have to do when you have a gun pointed at you, he could do a high pour of the beer into his mouth. But outside of that, you should probably
Drop the beer.
You don't like the
Kick
high
the
pour?
beer over here.
I think the high pour would work.
Florida man driving 108 miles an hour was in a hurry to see his girlfriend, deputies say. What do you think? Maybe we should just let him go?
He's probably getting cucked, so here's this Mr. Brightside.
All right, that took a turn. Florida man arrested after allegedly pelting roommate with pizza dough.
What was that?
Florida man arrested after allegedly pelting the roommate with pizza dough.
The roommate should be executed for being a pussy in an arc.
I mean, all he did is throw pizza dough at him.
Mhm.
What the fuck? Feeble ass motherfucker.
Yeah, seriously.
Florida man brings loaded gun into airport, tries to conceal it with toilet paper before getting caught.
God. I mean, Frank, somebody like that should be locked up because that guy is so
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
He should not have a gun. He needs to do some time and think about what he did.
I kind of love this guy. Florida man slashes ex-wife's tires, leaves police on chase, drives car off cliff into the ocean.
Did he survive?
Yeah, I think he's fine. He just like barrel rolled out.
Pay for public damage, call it a push.
Isn't that how Dumb Home Leaves ended?
Florida man sues Disney after Magic Kingdom ferry crash throws him into a trash can.
What was that?
Florida man sues Disney after Magic Kingdom ferry crash throws him into a trash can.
I guess Disney was disposing him. Anyone that can sue Disney. You can't sue Disney. Disney has so many lawyers, and they probably bought the judge, so that guy has no shot.
Florida man arrested for smacking Walgreens manager with a Bible.
He should honestly be celebrated. That Walgreens manager had it coming. God did. It's also God technically hit him.
He's trying to pass on the knowledge of the Lord.
That's correct.
Oh man, I think we got a couple more. I'm trying to weave through these. Florida man's political career soars with fake presidential appointments and Photoshop swearing in ceremonies.
Love that.
So he has Photoshop pictures with
George
Joe Biden.
Santos.
Well, no, it's
George
Democrat.
Santos moved down to
He has certified pictures with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Probably Joe Biden actually would testify he actually took that picture.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's me, man.
Technically makes it a
Come
real
on, man.
picture, so he's good.
Joe Biden.
Come on, man. All right.
Pause. Wait for a pause. Yeah, I mean we have great presidential quotes. Great presidential
Who
quotes.
put pause on there?
Great presidential
That's
quotes.
not what your country can do for you.
Pause.
We have nothing to fear but fear itself. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Soon the whole world will hear us. And pause. Hold for applause. They should put that on the Joe Biden presidential library. Pause. Hold for applause.
Florida man arrested after airboat overturned in the Everglades when taking a sharp turn for passengers to see an alligator. And there's the picture of the boat.
Did the alligator eat them after?
No, I don't think so. I think we're
I
good.
love Mikey News. It's the best.
The
total
the alligator right now is picking his teeth.
Yeah, there's the boat. Oh man, it just went
Well,
over.
I gotta say one thing to that guy. See you later.
alligator. Saw that one coming.
Florida woman caught on doorbell camera stealing Easter eggs off the porch.
Jail.
Is she the reverse of the Easter Bunny? The anti-Easter Bunny?
The Easter whore.
All right, we got two more. Florida woman spits on bus driver, claims to be protecting her quote coochie. Quote.
How does that protect your coochie?
I don't know. Maybe the bus driver had some sexual attraction, which is now obviously gone.
Yeah, some guys like getting spit on.
Florida woman landlord accused of breaking into tenant's home, stealing over $2,000 in items.
Doesn't that always happen?
Yeah, that just sounds like a normal day.
Oh, okay.
Pass the tank.
Yeah, let's do some Ask the Tank. I'm trying to see if we have any more. Florida man arrested after throwing Chick-fil-A drink at woman during road rage incident.
I mean, we saw a road rage incident yesterday.
What happened?
We're on our walk. We're in Bloomfield, on Bloomfield Avenue, and two people got out of the car and started screaming at each other.
Well, not just they were about to throw.
Yeah, they were about to fight.
Broke it up. I had my security guard mic mode turned on.
Love that. All right, let's do some Ask the Tank. What is find a good one. Are you worried about Caleb Williams and his nails in the NFL? Chevy Chester. See, people are so concerned. Chevy Chester, longtime listener, love you to death, but what's the big deal?
He's trying to mess with you, and he did. Good job. You got him.
I mean, if Caleb Williams turns into a star, I don't matter. It doesn't matter what he paints his nails.
How was your day going?
I mean, Dwight Howard was a good player for a while.
Who?
Dwight Howard, yeah. He's an NBA Hall of Famer. He was a superstar.
And what?
Well, you know.
All right, Frank, how's your day going? Jake at Lebowski 920 asked, "How's your day going, Frank?"
It's going decently.
Okay.
What could be better about it?
I want to see how everything's set up. It's too early to even discuss how my day is going.
Is Chipper Jones the greatest Mets killer of all time?
He's among the greatest Met killers, but there's been plenty of Met killers.
Okay, we got two more. Will you go on the Kirk Minahan show sometime soon?
Yes, I mean, just got to coordinate schedules, and I can see us doing that. Yeah.
Will the Giants draft a quarterback, and will the Dolphins draft an offensive lineman in the first round?
The Dolphins better draft an offensive lineman, and it depends how the draft rolls out in the first couple of picks. The Giants should seriously go about drafting a quarterback.
And then the last one, what is Buster's and SVP's favorite song to dance to while the Mets lose?
I don't know about SVP, but I know Buster Only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, protect SVP. He's our boy. Love you, SVP.
He's dancing to Mr. Brightside.
How does he dance?
For the listeners, Frank is doing the chicken dance. I think. Don't know what the fuck that was.
He says that the Mets should trade Pete Alonso, and he says that Mets fans just accept the fact that you're not the Yankees and that you should disband the Mets. If he was commissioner, he would disband the Mets. He says that the only team that deserves more than one team is Fabulous Los Angeles, and it has 10 teams. One of them is even going to be called the Lord LeBrons.
Lord LeBron. That's it for Ask the Tank. That's it for the show. Frank, let's get out of here. I mean, what are we doing?
We got a Raw Dog today. Shout out to the Madison Mallards who won for one game this year, going to be the Wisconsin worst. They're the absolute worst. Pete Alonso played for them at one point. So did Chuck Nassau. They played together, actually.
Oh, wow.
Northwoods League Collegiate Baseball, Summer Baseball, upcoming season. Ballpark Tour is coming up. Saturday, we're going to hit stop number 2. We are going to watch speaking of number 2, we're going to watch the White Sox, who are number 2.
Shout out Dude Wipes.
The way the White Sox play, that should be Dude Wipe Stadium.
Yeah, it should be.
I mean, you know the best part about Guaranteed Rate? Is their logo is an arrow pointing down. It's pointing down to where the White Sox are in the standings.
They're so bad. It's funny. It's terrible.
I mean, the White Sox. The question is not if you're going to lose 100 games now.
110.
It's if can you avoid 110?
Yeah, that's crazy. They're 3-21 right now.
Yeah, and they look non-competitive.
Yeah, they're so bad.
But I imagine that tickets are still available for Saturday's game.
I think that they're giving them away.
Yeah, they are very available.
Yeah, I saw tickets for -12 or something like that. It's like if you put it, they'll reverse
So
your card.
we'll be at the White Sox game.
Okay. We're going to the White Sox game tomorrow.
Yep, Saturday.
Yep. Tune in.
Tune in.
See you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Adios.